Ebi mu betena aban mu mfie nwotwe. Kwanye ebe fa so monitor even filling stations kra say prices no ebe ye moderate amatime mu form say adwuma no kra no monye. Connection mine for chobo na na ehi omo. De ebe bo omo botom no. Omo gi wi a say Ghana for dodo na be sofa na. They don't care.
He elects not to defend himself. The court can proceed the convict. But we make it look as if to say he is under some obligation.
Or say Ofori Atta, I would take extreme measures not to return to Ghana.
This Minister of Finance was doing something that I would say is criminal, because he presents the budget statement, and then there are liabilities he knows are public liabilities, and yet he doesn't factor them into the budget. So the banking sector clean out. You say it cost you 22 billion. So it meant that government had to pay depositors 22 billion. Whose liability is it? He says no, there are receivers who are chasing people who owe the banks, and so we'll use that money to pay the depositors.
Sincerely, your current thieves and our past thieves. America.
No mercy for the cripple. No mercy for anybody. No mercy for Ofori Atta. Unfortunately, news dropping is shredded. There are certain secrets which the lawyers of Ofori Atta are using at Ghana Far, who are trying to protest another, trying to make sure that justice is served the way it's supposed to be. Now that means to me a bit of a big issue. People are talking about it, and then number one share video for mobile WhatsApp area. Check your comment section straight to the news. Now, Attorney General Dominic Ayini has done so much marvelously well according to the many people who protested today at the US Embassy. But fortunately for them, they have received a very heated response, which has been a very quick response from the US Aban. Now, Sisiano, it is being said that there's a deportation which has been made successfully for Ofori Atta, which he is supposed to come and answer a few questions because of 1, 2, 3 different things to be at Dominic Ayini, waiting as an Attorney General. Now, unfortunately for the lawyers of Ofori Atta, knowing that they are very popular, very astute, and at the same time, they are able to analyze issues very quickly. Where's the Ofori Atta for free? Now, why do I say what I said? According to information, every hour we're charging $300. $300 for every hour. Imagine that, so you need for 10 hours a day. That is $3,000. Now, Ghana Sikano, you said that only no do use na. That is the first question which the comment sections of many people are asking. Now, question number 2. So, your allegation, how come that as at now we are getting the view there? District court be within the US, a deport Ofori Atta. Now, this has been posted by many media houses like Peace FM Online and even TV3. Now, Martin, there is a certain secret which has come out, which came out a day before time and now. What friend there on US judge in your detention online meeting? There is a secret which came out. Now, Dominic Ayini, being the Attorney General, has been so swift with this secret, and we don't know how it got to him because it was put on the social media out there for everyone's consumption. But Attorney General had already known about it. In this actual video now, the video spelled about some of the things which the family of His Excellency the Nat Danko Akufo-Addo, no Ofori Atta, some of the fathers, some of the mothers, some of the people in his family were to Moye. Now, who dropped this whole thing? Obia, you're very close to Ofori Atta. I'm having to this person is a lady. Obviously, Ofori Atta, he actually has a wife. He actually has sisters. He actually has family people in his family. Yes, definitely. But why is it there as at now? No, the revelation ever out clearly as at this time. How come the family member would want to give up a family member? Maybe it is not just a family member. Maybe the person wants justice to be served the way it has to be done. Now, according to information, to me spell out there. Ofori Atta no, actually, true the lawyers no accepted or gay. Obia na yesusu de oye quotation master. John 10:30, I am a father I one. Ghana for kabiara, papi. Yabasro. For what jumaye for to go. na hwe de obi be hwe name na ko na wechiri ye bibi ye ya etuma ba na mum hwe echiri ma no os de bi mukọ ye because all them papa mrija mama o obubu be chechire be sesie be bubu quotations but nne can Ofori Atta le chire ne de oyege. Now this information they drop in and say the US knows whenever someone makes a claim like this there. So obi kade wa rich hunting because oyege. I am telling you there, the US another the US court to hold it so much. Not that the lawyers of Ofori Atta are very knowledgeable and they know what they are doing. But to want to protect someone, a man for the alleged there, no one was securing billions of Ghana cedis. No matter what you do, karma will still come. Now, the secret has been spelled out in ways you can't even imagine. Who gave up Ofori Atta in the first place? Then you not giving up. I'm pardon no besiana. Oh yeah, some sabe. You watch a video where there is a detailed information. Now, if you don't get surprised at this video, I'm not sure that you get surprised ever again. Share video info mo bi o WhatsApp ne wia. Check out your comment section. We share video number.
So why is Ofori Atta today seeking political asylum in the United States of America? Many will say the lawyers or China or more court could defend the warm case say ICE are chicken Ofori Atta de e no kre. Nemo no sa Ofori Atta no aya chino no. O mind Ghana for so pese wo so chino. Na wo point a wo ye ne say eye Ofori Atta achi aya chino no eye ICE pese obre ne ko Ghana no. Se ICE ed ne ko Ghana Ofori Atta ne ho be den ne ho be kire ne pa edi enti wo asem a wo ka ne say Ofori Atta ayi obi a o mind Ghana tete no ape no achi no edi ne bone according to the lawyer and someone de court e dey akwa face ICE no. You all know ICE, what you say immigration customs and enforcement. Now listen here and listen attentively. Ofori Atta the optional lawyers e dey man and say this is how you have to go. And yes sir, ICE e do be call Ghana. What say Ofori Atta ene waji atum se oye bema ne bema one bema ne bema di mpemu agro enti ene wose oye gay enti so return Ghana nso achiwade eye bema ne bema aware enti osuro so return the president of Ghana ebechinatu. Number 2 wase eya ensem a ye de ato ne so se wabokro no SML ne sa no mani nyina no enya no kore nyina so bi ani ho eye political witch hunt. Itiene no o siki for political asylum in United States of America. This is the latest news amedema, and this is the book a friend is saying the playbooker Ofori Atta and the lawyers say America they court it the human rights in some and they call or ye gay Ghana for chili gay or qua ne ho be chire no ye mano a friend is saying ye mano right for and mera papa and inti and no where they or di jinaso 2 a political witch hunt and ye person a witch hunting no. This is Ofori Atta. Eti Woman Attorney General Dr. Akuritinga Asonte said this is water Ofori Atta or China one of the lawyers woman they call court or detention center. Nyoma mienu and wahwehwe. Or say or ye gay. And the quotation master adani gay. Just to avoid accountability. Just to avoid a kwanya obefaso obeye accountable to the nation once upon a time or refer to the nation say ma, and if he is sicker, he cannot abandon Nema. Today, Ken Nanaya Kuntun Kununkum Ofori Atta has abandoned Nema to seek for political asylum. This is not something new with the Akufo-Addo's family. This is not something new with the Ken Ofori Atta's family. This is not something new to the JB Dankwa's family. They are known for seeking for political asylum. Now, let me take you back a little for you to understand conversation. No? You can also research. Now, when you say someone American is fact, and I've told you Ken Ofori Atta michocho mucho in sembebriya michocho mucho akachame and yen ne and amibekum because michocho mucho no a you free from a bushim. What you say? Ofri omu ebusim. It mean come too much because there are other things involved that become too much a behagely. But I can't wait. In 1957, Nkrumah gained independence. I've told you this story and I've told you several times. What happened when the likes of Bedema and Co. Any Kwame Nkrumah Jina platform so I can say at long last the battle has ended. Ghana, our beloved country, is free forever. That same year when Ghanaians were jubilating, when Ghanaians were in awe and celebrating, that same year, somewhere in August, September thereabout, I've forgotten the exact month, but from August thereabout, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the family of Akufo-Addo, family of Ofori Atta, family of JB Dankwa, majority of these people left the shores of Ghana, came to the United Kingdom to seek for political asylum. Their case was simple, and Nkrumah was after them. This was one message that the president of Ghana, His Excellency Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, is making life unbearable for them. Hence, they left the shores of Ghana to come and seek political asylum. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was called William Akufo. This is the name I know yet the tone. He was not called a friend said Dankwa Addo. His name was William Akufo. Oba you know through political asylum his name became Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo because they needed that JB Dankwa touch to make their claim. Say, Omo Nana bi kokoda prison mrebi na wakoda prison no pa okowu prison to make a case. Say ni ebetresa ampa omo ebusuafo no Kwame Nkrumah was witch hunting them. So it is no news hearing say Ochina Ken Ofori Atta is going to seek for political asylum. And the news is just to avoid accountability. These people are not honest. These people are not truthful. That is the reason why I sit here and I tell you about this family. Miami chocho mucho akansem bebrachreme. You know, when we were growing up, because of schools be a kokoye, any near maybe a titi, and at the time, Sebio mechanical, you move a now a friend is saying, you say for lack of knowledge, the people perish. We didn't have that a year. We were not privy to that information. The information and knowledge. Now, we didn't have that knowledge at hand. And those who were sharing the knowledge were also not forthcoming with the knowledge. Those who were feeding us the rightful information were also afraid to talk about it. Until see mubinya akwenya. Now through Siapomu, na ya research, ni afe nso yebusa nsem. Na afe nso ababe hunu ne mu no kore. Sanka wo pe obi pa, anya sanka support to political party MPP a me ameti he. But some years ago, na me support wo because I wanted a change. Na me change somewhere then. And into now show me videos here. I tell you people say be careful and don't take for granted the achievements of this new government. because Ghanaians once upon a time took for granted the achievement of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and we were lied to by the Ken Ofori Atta's family, the JB Danquers, the Dombos, the Buziers, the Ken Ofori Atta's. So do not take for granted, because today there is a new government, there is a new sheriff in town. He is performing. So you might think it is easy. You might think it is easy. So let's change. Let's change and bring MPP. Don't make that mistake. We made the mistake. We listened to them. They got the armed forces involved. They got international medias involved. They got international hands involved. And they overthrew Kwame Nkrumah. Don't take it for granted, the achievement of this new government. Now, why is it said anytime Bia Assemble took Ofori Atta, the only place your refuge, almost seeking for refuge, Europe or America? Why? Now, I am coming to tell you the reason. Simple. Now, let's go back again. Ken Ofori Atta comes from a family. Nana was Sir Ofori Atta. Now, Obroni M19 no man that title, Knight of British Empire. So obviously should tell you the story.
Now, this is the side that and even with the beginning. Forget what you've seen in the beginning. I am about to show you the side of Nkoma people don't want to hear. Now, unfortunately for what history is, it is actually filled with Nkomobia. And now people don't want to talk about in the present because of how sometimes gory it can become. This is not to say that the past is only filled with pain, anguish, maybe some disagreements. No, the past is also filled with joy, ecstasy, and a few things. But when it comes to Ken Ofori Atta lineage and himself as a personality, he does not really think about Ochenasam, and they only think about themselves. They are pessimists, being pessimistic in a pessimistical way. Inti brofno don also so or the person quoting, but on your person quoting. No quite something there. You became a finance minister. Ibenya echo, which is here near Yarba. Yan can't Yarba fan to biado on yata papa. But then I'm a man for name when the itu Ghana to the US there question wires. Now, Sisiano, if you use your time as a finance minister for all these many years, Nessa itumezi Ghana sika ETC hospital, an ultra modern hospital. And Kanyende in the Enya Chona or Deco US Abrichime. Now, he use excuses of gayism. And he use excuses of whatever it may be. No corner, no cross something there. There is a reason that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the ex-president, or can't be there, forward ever, backwards never. Now the black man is able to take care of his own affairs. Nyimpa abawiasa entumfa wati be unsu no mfansha wonsa. O corner erba no mfansha wonsa no be the baby or wine. I mean, for some time a young girl, a young boy, it's understandable. But when you grow as old as ex-finance minister Ken Ofori Atta, now you do not know what you want to do, then how do you want to determine that which is good and right for a nation? It is so absurd in its likelihood there. It doesn't even make sense. But then never ended. Otuaba was the main PPAban. And then what happened? They picked a finance minister who was a cousin to the president. Unfortunately, this has turned out not even to the good fortunes of the party, but to even go against the personalities even as mentioned. This side of Nkoma, this young gentleman not drop it as evidence against Ken Ofori Atta with so much detail to the point today. Now I understand why these things came from a family member. Yente, shawad your comment section. See a video no be WhatsApp. That's shawad your comment section. Now yente in number.
Before Akwesi Broni be Naito as a British Empire, it means it's a unyawo faswo ewo kwan bi so. So now understand this. These people feel privileged. They feel like, they are the bourgeoisies of Ghana. They are a friend is saying, the merchants of Venice of our country. So, anytime Biano and what check a crab ba woman sono, the omo say, oh, ahokyere we die. Enye ye na de ahokyere na ba ye ho suo, nye ye behavior, enye ye ankase suban bi and de sa ahokyere we aba. Nemum quickly they will appoint fingers a freeway and ama ye ho akyere, a freeway and ama ye ho akyere. So then, and me pese me kyere. Ken Ofori Atta as a finance minister could not even use his wisdom and his finances to even help Ghana build a modern hospital. Ono oyare chewono, oyare heniano, ebesane yare. As foolish as he was, or as foolish as he is, when Timi and Rezisika to build an ultra-modern teaching hospital, not even one under MPP government. The 8 years of MPP, Oman Timi NC, a complete teaching hospital where we can say, ono Ken Ofori Atta eyare henia etwa obetimi akọ sane ho yare when Timi as a finance minister anyesa. But today we free akonya so no ehemfa no wode nani akọ okọ ho yare wakọ United States of America sane ho. It's because even though they were leading the nation, they still never even believed that Ghana, that they obiye leaders no ometimi a build it sa Ghana. That is why I keep telling you people, say, you see, pardon me, for anybody to thrive as a leader, first of all, you must have a strong belief of the people who follows you. Number two, you should be able to connect with the people. Number three, you should let the people feel, say yes, they can do it and they have the ability to perform and the ability to build a nation. So in Nkrumah Kachre and say, I believe in the black man being capable of managing his or her own affairs. The people, I just say a Kufu Ado, the JB Danquers, the Dombos, the Buzia tradition, the Ken Ofori Atta, they don't believe that we can build Ghana. They don't believe in us. Now, if you don't believe in somebody, equally you are not going to get anything which is valuable or beneficial from the person. And until anytime, be able to do on the job yen, omo de on the dada yen, omo de on the via yen. Na so omo via yen via. Na emre do some account maya no wo dwane aba abrochire. Any time be a woman tissue be their main target is how much can we siphon from the poor Ghanaian and then invest it in the United States of America or invest it in Great Britain or invest it somewhere in Europe so that Ochinebino or mine wa yedi anim na nkoye a yebedwane free wo abetna manone. Me wa brochire a enye news because me buy kaka ebedie nti even though by school no kra no uwie no ese wo ko back wo papa aboka wo abusuafo aboka wo maami aboka and you won't come back to Ghana because you want to make sure say you can make some ends meet and also support your younger brothers back home. But Ken Ofori Atta's story is different. He was a finance minister. Now, finance minister, so optima Ghana for you said there is a system or no Ken Ofori Atta no what contributing in building a nation every Ghanaian will be proud of. But look, he is not proud of his own nation. And with Jania Frinikur, he doesn't even trust the health sector of Nikuru with Jania Frimua or Diaba Obimis. And that is why I keep warning politicians to say, if you think say you are doing the ordinary Ghanaian, because I'm ready to do you will look say, okay, let me run to USA, let me run to UK, let me run to France. A total disgrace, a shame. Because if you cannot build a nation where you can also have a health sector, then you don't deserve to be called a leader. This is the Ken Ofori Atta. You see, the family of JB Dankwa, the family of the Ken Ofori Atta, the family of Buziamo, the Dombos, the Ekufu Adono, the Omon paying for a year or my Ghana, and they said, when we sow a seed non-belief. So we don't believe in ourselves. Inferiority complexes. Anyway, so listen to them when they speak. Ken Ofori Atta Echo School were Yale, or call Oxford, or call Cambridge. As if to say, so we call Kivas Nibia Winyanipa. As if to say, we call Legona Winyanipa. As if to say, we call Tech, they are Wunim Faswa. So listen to the way they talk. Oh, when you are Brofune School, or call Cornell, or call friend is in Cambridge. When you do that, you place a premium on Wakwesibruni over your own people. But it shouldn't be like that. It should be that you have to have faith in your system, build it. If you want the greatest thing and now you want it to be the best, build it to the best of your ability. But when they get the chance, they destroy the nation Ghana. They always shout the loudest. They always scream the loudest. Give me the governance. Let us manage the governance. We will manage it better than the incompetent John Mahama. Once you give it to them, they destroy it. And whenever they destroy it, they come back and tell you, oh, it is not us. It wasn't me. Russia-Ukraine war. It was COVID-19. It was ABCD. Oh, we are intra. They always find excuses. They always find excuses to give the people of Ghana. That is why I'm saying, say MPP Amboama Ofori Atta Amba. It is a disgrace, and Ghanaians will not take them serious. And every serious Ghanaian should understand. Say our problem as on mine has always been the Dankwa Dombo Buzia so-called traditionalists. Sebio, when they get the opportunity to make things better, they make it worse. So I am saying, why do we have to go back to such people who always, when they are given the opportunity to build, they rather destroy, they rather collapse, they rather make it so hard. Now I'll give you a friend is a fact. You all recall when Akufo-Addo was in opposition, what he told Ghanaians? He simply told Ghanaians that John Mahama is incompetent and that I, Akufo-Addo, I've got the man. That's their slogan, isn't it? Oh, we have the man. We have the man. That's their slogan. Anna, Oma indoctrinating our Ghana for said they have the men. It's easy saying you have men. Otia say, easy. Obi abetumi say a member. But sometimes we friend member no. If you are a member na beba, almost saying sabiu emma. Now we have the men. Akufo-Addo stood on a platform several times and said that in the times of Kufuor and Aliu Mahama, $1, 1 cedis. And he went on further and said, in the time of Atta Mills and Mahama, John Mahama, $1, 2 cedis. Now take note of this. Mahama, Aliu Mahama and Kufuor was $1. When you exchange the cedi, it was $1 to 1. 1 to 1, right? Correct. Under Atta Mills and Mahama, it was $1 to 2. Akufo-Addo told Ghanaians that if the dollar was, if you exchange it and it's 2 cedis, and if he was the president, then he would tell Ghanaians, he is sorry. I am sorry. We are sorry. We are going to go and think about ourselves. That is the exact words are Oyusu. Yeah. Now, when Mahama and NDC left power in 2016, the dollar interbank rate somewhere around 4 cedis. Some say 3 cedi 50 pesos. Let's run up to the nearest figure, 4. When Akufo-Addo and Bawumia came, I was expecting that since they told Ghanaians that John Mahama is incompetent, they will show or prove their competence to Ghanaians. by ensuring, say, the cedi will appreciate against the dollar, thereby cedi ne be ko anwo de ne be den e be ye dene na afei de yesesa e be ka say under Akufo-Addo ne ba omia no $1 no yesesa yenya 1 cedi e che say Akufo-Addo ba no wa born ho modern ama dollar e ye cedi na appreciate against the dollar. But what happened? The people who claim that they have the men prove us say only men, but the men were sankwas. The men were empty heads. The men were people woma bon a woman nim ye bi mase. Woma bon a me lenoko noko a me shapoto. Kwenoko, look what it happened. They took the dollar from 4 cedis and left it at 17 cedis. I was so surprised when I heard of Amin Anda saying, oh, when they were leaving office, the dollar, when you exchanged it, was somewhere around 14 cedis. And so the MPP, we should clap for them. Can you imagine? So you're clapping my MPP a $5 from 4 cedis. Let's even give it to him 14 cedis. It means they added 10 more cedis. It means that and this guy, who was once upon a time a former finance minister after Ofori Atta, is saying we should clap MP. We should clap our hands for MP because they have done well. What about the one who left it at 4 cedis? These are questions we have to ask. They were just 4 cedis, because they were just 4 cedis. You told the people that he was incompetent. And you see, I want to sound this word of caution to my family Ghanaians, my countrymen and women. Let's not make this mistake. And ever in our lives, bring back the MPP party, what Dankwa, Dumbo, Buzia, tradition leading. They have no clue. They are empty. If we give Ghana to them for 500 years, Ghana will go into the ditch. We will go down, down, down the hill. And I am saying it. You see, it will be painty. And a boasewa or Geneva, no way in the near to change. Now, me say wadaji. I want you to listen to something very, very important. And I think he said, to the beer, yen can do, but I feel you become a Ghana for you guys know me. As one person, I led Fix the Country. You know me. When it comes to Fix the Country, I was one of the instrumental people. You can't talk about Fix the Country and say that Dr. Ren was no instrumental. I played a huge role in Fix the Country. Oliver Bakavoma, my good friend, will tell you. In fact, Fix the Country started from Spain. A demonstration was Spain. We left UK, went to Spain. A demonstration Fix the Country. Don't forget, Fix the Country. We had to go to Germany. My people in Germany, at the time I was the chairman of Ekuono Anayedano. We went to United States of America, went to Ghana. All that I'm saying is, if we want Ghana to be fixed, we should be careful the people we vote for them to come to power. That is why I told you people that election has consequences. And if you think, say, meboa, faweni ko, fuel boa under Akufo-Addo, petrol boa under Akufo-Addo, any petrol boa under John Mahama. So what's meboa? Under John Dramani Mahama, and the tour is back. Akufo-Addo, Tema Oil Refinery, or Shemani say, or destroy. These are the destroyers of the nation.